Hey, this is Dr. Tim Jameson getting back to you again from my Live More practice. I also have a practice in Castro Valley, California, and I am so excited to be helping you be educated about chiropractic and help you learn more about this incredible profession and all the benefits it has for your health. Today, I have a few questions I want to answer, the most common questions that I hear from new patients and prospective patients. There's three. How often do I need to come? And how much is this going to cost me? And do I have to go to the chiropractor for the rest of my life? So let's talk about those three questions because it's really important you understand these questions and get some answers before you even come in my front door. The first question is, how often do I need to go to a chiropractor? Well, that's really going to depend on your level of health. It's going to depend on your symptoms. It's going to depend what you had, just if you had an acute injury like a sports injury or a car accident, or if you're dealing with a chronic injury or a chronic illness. It really depends on you. When you come in for an initial evaluation, I will determine how much care, in my experience, I've been doing this for 27 years and I know what the body takes for healing. I will give you a good idea of what you need for care. And I give the highest level of service available. So if someone needs 3 or 4 times a week, I'm going to let you know that you need 3 or 4 times a week. Now, you may not want to hear that, but it's important that you get the best quality of care possible. And I'm going to be very honest with you. And I think that's what you're paying me for, is to be honest with you and give you my best advice from my experience. So it's really common to start out at probably 2-3 times a week if you're brand new. We have to change your body. Your body needs input. It needs new information. We have to help transform your structure and get your muscle systems working better. But of course, it depends on what you're looking for. It depends on your level of health, your injuries, and your background. So typically we'll start off a little bit more intensively. Over a period of time, it tends to taper down. Usually we'll start off at 2 or 3 times a week with a new patient if they need that level of care. And there are some people who come in who just need once a week or every other week if they're looking more for wellness care. And we reevaluate every 12 visits to determine where we are at. Now, we want to make sure that you're progressing well, that you're healing, and we determine your frequency at every 12 visits to make sure that we're on the right path. Very commonly, after a period of time, people actually decrease their frequency maybe just once a month or twice a month, depending on their level of activity and their level of necessity for chiropractic. The next question is this going to cost me a fortune? Because I really don't want to pay a fortune. I don't blame you. I don't like to pay a fortune either. So let me explain the costs involved. Chiropractic is incredibly inexpensive compared to traditional medical costs. I mean, we got to compare. It's important to compare professions. I've seen people buy prescription medications that just blow my mind how much money they're spending. Even if it's just the copayment alone. I've seen prescriptions, thousands of dollars for a prescription for a month. So let's talk about that because we have to compare. How about a surgery? What does a surgery cost? 10, 20, 30,000, 100,000? All right, so that's traditional medicine. That's what's, you may say, well, I don't pay that. I just pay by copay. Well, you do pay that. You pay that in premiums. You pay that in lost wages for the premiums your employer is paying. So let's be honest here. Let's be real. Chiropractic is $50 to $60 per visit, and I put everything I have into that visit. You're going to spend 15 to 20 minutes in my practice, and I'm going to invest in you. And I'm going to give you everything I can, everything I know in my knowledge base to help you heal. And typically, if you're a new patient and you have an injury or some type of acute problem or chronic problem we're dealing with, you may need maybe 12, even up to 20 visits for the next 2 months or so. So, you can add those costs up. But if it's a minor thing, it may be just a couple $100. If it's more of a major injury, it may be $500 to maybe $1,000. Depends on you, depends on your history and your background. So, but you got to compare. You think about those other costs involved. I also think about the costs of not getting care. How much is it costing you in your lifestyle? What is your quality of life like? Are you losing productivity at your work, at home? Are you able to take care of your family because of the aches and pains you're experiencing? There's a huge value on that, and then it's hard to give a dollar figure for that, but there's a huge value of money that is wasted on drugs and pills that don't help you, that actually make you sicker, and also the wasted time and the lost effort of not feeling well and not being able to take care of yourself well and your family. So there's a huge cost loss if you don't take care of yourself quickly. So those are the typical costs in a chiropractic's office, at least in mine. Again, they're very reasonable, and you're going to get the best that I can give you with that investment that you're making. The last question is, do I have to go to a chiropractor for the rest of my life? Well, the answer is no. Of course not. It's your decision. I can pose the same question about going to a dentist. Are you going to go to the dentist for the rest of your life? It's up to you. You don't have to go to a dentist if you don't want to. You don't have to take care of yourself at all. You can let your teeth rot. That's up to you. But, that's your decision. A patient who comes into my practice, it's always their decision about their health care. I'm their coach. I'm their health provider. I'm here to help you make decisions about your health, and hopefully those are good decisions. If you decide after a month or two that you're done, that's great. I respect that. If you decide after a month or two, this is the best thing that ever happened since vanilla ice cream, and you want to come in every couple of weeks for the rest of your life, I'll respect that too, and I'll design a plan for you. But so we always keep this in mind. It's up to you. Your health care is your choice. I'm not here to force anything on you. And so I'm here to help educate you, help coach you, help be a lifestyle coach for you, and help to give you the best information to make healthcare decisions for you and your family. So with that, if you have questions for me, please call me. I'm available. You can text me as well, 510-258-9183. Again, that's 510-258-9183. Or you can find me on jamesonchiro.com, JAMESONCHIRO. Or you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Timothy Jameson, DC. Have a great health-filled day and express joy in all things.